For this week's Rapid Fire Reviews segment, I took a look at 5 records from critical darlings in the indie and alternative rock scene, specifically these 5 albums. And each of these bands are in a position where they have either been away for a long time or they're in a period of their career that is not their peak of critical acclaim for one reason or another. So for fun, now that I've reviewed all of them, let's rank them. At number 5, we have got this rough new Arcade Fire album, Pink Elephant. Now, I can be picky about production for sure, but I am not the type of person to normally let the production on an otherwise okay record ruin it for me and be a complete non-starter, but that is how I feel about this Arcade Fire album. There's some decent songwriting, some memorable choruses for sure. The lo-fi production, though I think it could have been a good choice, is executed disastrously. This album has some of the worst drum machines I have ever heard in my life, and it makes the listening experience pretty unbearable. At number 4, we've got a new one from The Horrors, a band that I like a lot, and one that I have always liked more than most. And for the first time in their entire career, I think they are fucking boring, which is a shame because we're not that far removed from a 2021 EP that saw them indulging in industrial music, and it fucking rips. But this time around, they're digging into the sounds of darkwave, and it bores me to tears. At number 3, I hate to say it, but I'm just iffy on this new Pulp record, one that surprisingly a lot of people seem to be adapting to and clinging on to really well. I was hoping that Jarvis Cocker would age a little bit more smoothly into some of his cynicism, but instead, while we do certainly get some of that, and Spike Island is probably the best song on any of the 5 records I'm going to talk about today, we also get these weird, hyper-literal indulgences, sentimentalities that Cocker is just not able to pull off, and one really difficult to listen to old man sex jam. At number 2, we've got Seat Headrest, with a solid, not spectacular, but not bad new release in The Scholars, an album that I think certainly has moments that remind me of Seat Headrest at their very best on albums like Twin Fantasy or Teens of Denial, but one that I think can occasionally be a little bit burdened by its storytelling and its concept, which is both difficult to understand, but also essential for getting the full emotional tenor of the record. And at number 1, it's Stereolab. Not the best thing they've ever done, but a very consistent band throughout their entire career, continuing to indulge in avant-pop electronic antics that I find fun and infectious. Occasionally, I think some of the compositions on these songs don't really do the core of the tracks justice, but for the most part, I think this is a solid record. If you've listened to any of them, or all 5 of them, tell me which one in the comments is your favorite.